Hello you guys and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here. So in today's video, we are going to be doing another of my MLM horror stories / scam stories of 2023. So normally I upload these on Fridays. So y'all are probably gonna be like, huh? You're uploading this on a Tuesday? Very random, but it's because my Friday video is a little bit longer. So I have some more research I need to do for that video to get it up for y'all on Friday. So that's why I was like, you know what? I'm gonna swap them. And instead of the Friday video being posted today and this being posted Friday, I'm gonna switch them around because the other one's definitely going to take a lot more editing. So with that being said, if you would like me to continue on with this series, if you would like me to continue reading your MLM horror stories or your scam stories with influencers or online scams or any scam that you have been a part of, definitely make sure to send me your MLM horror stories in my email. I have a specific email for MLM horror stories, but today we only have 3 MLM horror stories that we are going to be reading today, no scam stories. So let's get started. This starts off by saying, "Hi Deanna, my name is blank. I've had lots of MLM encounters all throughout my life, but I only discovered what MLM really is when my sis got invited to an MLM in 2014. I'm from another country, so there might be some unfamiliar words, but the structure is the same. She was still studying at a university and on top of her class. I tried to warn her about it, but she's super excited that she was invited from our cousin who's also a student as well. They both joined right away by borrowing money from me and my mom, or me and her mom, which is my aunt. At first, I'm very negative towards it since I was invited to a few before and I've had my short horror stories. But since we live in the same house, they keep on bugging me until I agreed to give it a try. I thought this time it would be different. The usual is that they'll sit you on an orientation that seems to last forever, anywhere from 3 to 5 hours. But they know I've been through that, so it was a one-on-one discussion with their upline for my sister's multiple accounts or the big packages right away since they know I'm already working, and of course, where else would my sister get the money from? Oh boy, was I in for a roller coaster ride. At first, everything was great, starting from the love bombing, positive facts, friendly faces, powerful seminars. They really presented it in a way that I really thought, oh, this is different from the other MLM. This is the real thing. Little did I know, this is just the beginning of a tragedy. For a few months, we were doing it part-time, but as we got more and more people involved, aka recruiting, we were brainwashed to doing it full-time if we wanted to really succeed. Thus, my valedictorian sister and cousin dropped out from their university and I resigned from my day job. Hold up, so your sister and cousin dropped out of college and you resigned from your day job to do this MLM? Oh, that sucks to hear because I know how hard it could be to make income in an MLM, and I know how it's so important for certain careers that you want to do. It's important to have that degree to back it up, or you may need it if you want to be a doctor or a therapist, things like that. You have to get your degree, so it kind of sucks to see that they dropped out. She continued with saying, "We all plugged into uncertainty / darkness and worked full time. It was really hard. We would try to have a guest / invite every day, even approaching strangers or meeting someone on a dating site thinking it'll work out. Aside from investing thousands of dollars of my money, we even bought a new car. My sister bought a car under my name since she's still a minor during that time, just 3 months after she joined. We are pressured by our uplines and coaches to do so, even though we don't have the money to pay it monthly. We're constantly being brainwashed every day that as long as we don't give up, success will come and God will provide. We have to be physically present at the MLM office every day, regardless if we have invites or not, since we have to be completely brainwashed or brainwash the people below us. We would go home at 4 to 6 a.m. or early morning. To think I hate rendering overtime at work. Never in my wildest dreams I thought of teaching or speaking in a large group of people to share my success story. As days go on by little, we're sinking into debt. The little income we got just goes to daily food, transportation / gas, car payment. We even have to pay for our group's meal as a way of getting them indebted to us / company. But mind you, there are a few times that our upline did the same thing to us. We felt like we are milking their cows. Worst, we're giving them money / recruits. Their sports cars came from other people's money, sweat, blood, and tears. So I get what she's saying here. She's saying that they were putting in countless amount of time without pay just for their uplines to be the ones to be getting all the sports car, the nice things, and making that money. And the uplines were making that money from other people's blood, sweat, and tears, which is happening in most MLM. Most MLMs, it's the people at the top of the pyramid that are making the most income, making a livable wage, making enough money to where they can provide this luxury lifestyle for themselves, while everyone else below them is spending all their extra time and energy and money into the MLM just for them to not make it. She continued with saying, "We did everything they asked us to do, bought lots of products to be awarded, joined team building, countless seminars, usually with a fee. And the best part is you have to pay even if the ticket's not sold. I would have to buy myself self-help books. I read tons already. My confidence is already over the roof, even organized our own group team meetings, mostly from our own pockets as well. We have to report what we're doing all the time 24/7. I'm not kidding. We're not even allowed to take vacation. Otherwise, they'll guilt trip us, especially if we have newbies we have to train. I really want to succeed that I did everything they asked me to do." It all came crashing down when my aunt arrived from the US for a vacation. She found out about the car and the debts we owe. We got an earful from all of our aunts and agreed that we should stop doing it and we have to return the car to the bank, which, yep, I'm already blacklisted since it's under my name. We used the car to recruit and made it appear that my sister bought it with her MLM income. Finally, I feel free, but I did get depressed and sad afterwards since I felt like a failure, and they brainwashed my downlines, telling them lies as to why we quit. The audacity of our upline to block me when I confronted him about my account's password. Yeah, he changed it, so I couldn't get my income so much for having your own business. So your upline figured out your password, went into your account, changed the information to where you couldn't get into it anymore. That is next level, like cult. The worst part is the destroyed relationships with friends and family. We even have family members that were no longer talking to us now. The mental and emotional torture plus money. For me, I think I wasted around $10,000. For your reference, I was earning around $280 monthly. And the time wasted we couldn't get back. I almost had feelings for a top earner thinking he was genuine, but he's just using my car for recruitment purposes and borrowed money from me. Yeah, you've heard it right. He's included in the top 20 and still borrowing money from me. I'm so thankful I realized it early. Otherwise, if we ended up together, I'll be stuck with him in that hell loop. You must really think we're done by now. But we really thought we were changing lives and helping others be successful. We thought we were going to have life savings, retirement plans. Others even sold their houses or God knows what just to join, thinking this could really change their lives for the better. That was 8 years ago. I'm so glad we're okay now. I'm able to travel, eat whatever I want, buy apartments with a 9-to-5 day job, my own hard-earned money without using other people's. I've blamed myself for a while for being a failure and failing others who I've gotten into the business and who believed in me. Emotional damage 100 times again. Aside from that, the time wasted, I can never bring back. Imagine losing that time and being in debt while my batchmates are beginning to achieve their dreams. It's not easy for me to move on back then, especially these kinds of anti-MLM videos yet weren't existing. I feel like I don't have anyone I can talk to that will understand me and not judge me. I have a 2-year gap on my resume and have to lie that I have to take care of some personal problems during job interviews. I'm always looking forward to your next video. I hope these MLMs will cease to exist soon. Apologies for my grammar, as English is not my native language. You're free to edit this. Thank you. Thank you so much for sending me that story. I can definitely see why this person may feel as if they're alone and they don't really have anybody. That's so common in MLMs. When you leave, you very much feel isolated. And in MLMs, the culture of MLMs really do make you feel isolated when you leave. A lot of times when you leave, people block you. They don't, talk to you anymore. They kick you out of their life, especially those who stay in the MLM. So it can be really hard to get out and kind of navigate your next steps while also deprogramming from the MLM and working through what the MLM has put you through, not only financially, but emotionally and mentally. So I definitely understand where this person is coming from with that, being someone that left an MLM. But I do want this person to know that, yes, you spent $10,000. Yes, you helped your sister and your cousin, but to not feel as if you are dumb or anything like that. I'm trying to think, what are the words you specifically used? You said you must think we're really dumb by now, and I don't. I think that MLMs, this is what they're good at. They know exactly how to manipulate an individual to make them feel as if they need to spend this money, that this is the only way they can be successful. This is the only way that they're going to make money or build a future and things like that. So I don't think that anyone is dumb for joining an MLM. I think that there are many reasons why people join MLMs. It could be maybe you don't have a very good job right now, or for a lot of moms with maternity leave, it's really messed up in the United States that we don't have mandatory maternity leave. So a lot of new mothers end up in MLMs because of that exact reason. They don't want to go back to work yet. They want to stay at home for a little bit longer with their child, and the US doesn't really help them out when it comes to that maternity leave. So there are a lot of reasons why people pretty much get pushed into MLMs, and I think I will make a video on that soon. I've been thinking about making a video on that, really talking about the issues that we have, especially in the United States, that really leads people to joining MLMs, and kind of resources that people can go to if they are someone that's in that current situation, whether it be stay-at-home moms, new mothers, military spouses. That's why they really get roped up into it, 'cause it's very hard to move from place to place every couple years. It's very hard for military spouses to keep stable jobs or even to finish college if they are not at a duty station for a certain amount of time. I know that's why I got really lucky to be able to finish my degree. I actually left the state of Washington myself, being a military spouse. I left with only 3 classes left to take, and I was very lucky that it happened around the COVID times. And because of that, they were able to allow me to do those classes online. But I know that that's not an option for all people. So I do want to make a video on that soon to hopefully talk about the big issues that we have in the world that lead people to MLMs, and kind of what can be done to help those people and change that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that story, and let's go on to the next one. So this next email says, "Hi Deanna, my name is Ryan. You are by far one of my favorite YouTubers. And I love so much what you do and the thought you put into your videos. Now on to my stories. A few weeks ago, I saw a minivan driving into the mall parking lot while heading to work, covered in Herbalife phrases and slogans. There was also a website link. Unfortunately, I was driving though, so I could not take a picture. However, this becomes important later. I work for Apple, and one of the services we offer to customers is delivery within 2 hours. Now, those deliveries are performed by Uber Eats drivers. During my time at Apple, I have seen this older man come in multiple times with a pin that says, 'I have lost 83 pounds, ask me how.' I had always simply thought he was proud of having lost some weight and never gave the pin a second thought. Now, one of our newer employees took it upon himself to ask the ultimate question, 'How did you do it?' He went into a pitch, but fortunately was cut short when the item he was delivering for Uber was brought out to him. He then left quite a few business cards. Even though he's in Apple and sees us more than once a week, everything clipped into place when my coworker handed me one of the cards and said, 'Want to join a pyramid scheme with me?' I mean, I get that they're probably just trying to make a joke of it, but why would you put that on your business card? Looking at the card, I realized he is an Herbalife rep. Everything clicked into place, realizing the man was an Uber Eats driver, also a walking advertisement for Herbalife. Part of me feels bad, but I also wish him all the best outside of Herbalife and any other pyramid scheme. My story wasn't filled with horror, but I found it interesting to see someone being a walking billboard while also needing to work for Uber. You're amazing, and I wish you all the best." So I got a second email from this person that said, "Finally got a picture of this van. Also, in the time since sending the story initially, he has walked in the store multiple times just asking random people if they wanted to lose weight while handing out his business cards." To me, it definitely makes sense why this person would be doing something like Uber Eats and the MLM. MLMs don't pay people a lot of money. If you look at the average, if you look at what the FTC says and stuff like that, people don't make a livable wage in an MLM. But this person is probably doing Uber Eats and stuff like that because they're not able to actually make substantial income in Herbalife, which is just what I'm assuming based on that conversation. So what did you guys think about the business card saying, "Want to join a pyramid scheme with me?" Because I thought that was interesting. So let's move on to the next one. So this one says, "Hi, Deanna. My name is Kat, and you can use my name if you want. The company I want to tell you about isn't technically an MLM." Ooh, no, this is an MLM. I thought, I was like, ooh, is this a scam story? I thought I only had MLM horror stories. But no, this is an MLM, I believe. It's Cutco. They're talking about Cutco, Vector. So it is an MLM, actually. It's just a different way that they go about the recruitment process and the selling products. It's more like door-to-door sales versus like selling stuff virtually that a lot of MLMs are doing now, like Monate and Beachbody. So this one just more of like a door-to-door type of cold marketing cold messaging MLM. So back to what Kat was saying. The company I want to tell you about isn't technically an MLM, but it has a lot of similarities. Sketchy recruitment tactics, selling overpriced BS, cold messaging people, etc. Hopefully it makes sense the way I worded it, but feel free to ask any questions you have and I can try to clarify. The company itself is called Cutco Cutlery, and they have a second company / offshoot called Vector Marketing. Basically, they sign you up to do door-to-door sales for the knives and knife set. You can go into a potential customer's home and do some kind of demo to try and sell them. They loan you a set of them to use for the demonstrations. I guess that's good because they don't make you buy any kind of starter kit, unlike the majority of MLMs we see. Thing is, it's super hard to sell. I don't know anyone these days who buys things from door-to-door salespeople. Like, come on, it's 2020, not 1942. The only way to sell them is through those demos, and you have to find and book your own appointments. The knife sets are super expensive, ranging from about $200 to upwards of $1,500. Lord Jesus. So unless you have a ton of rich friends and family, you won't be able to find many appointments or sell much. Anyways, the reason I even care about this company or know of this is because of their insanely sketchy and downright annoying recruitment tactics. Every spring, starting when I was maybe 16 years old, pretty much anyone I knew that was high school or college age would get a random letter sent to their house offering a summer job. However, it didn't say literally anything about what the job was and never said the word Cutco anywhere. They used the name Vector Marketing on everything. Once I got one the second time, I knew it had to be some kind of scam, so I looked into it, and that's how I know all of this. I never save the letters, but I'll attach a picture of one so you can see how vague they are. In addition to the letters, every few months in college, in a different part of my state, I would walk into class and someone would leave little business cards on every desk in the classroom, all offering the same vague job. They write it on chalkboards, put flyers up in the student union, and put signs up on the street. I'll attach some example pictures. You literally can't escape it, and if you are a struggling college student like most of us are, it's easy to fall for. They all say $15 or $18, but then in a really small print it says per base appointment, not per hour. I think they intentionally don't put their name anywhere because the company has been around so long that if you Google this company, there are some pretty bad ratings and reviews from former employees. They also do a ton of cold messaging. I've gotten random text messages from one of their managers or whatever telling me that an old coworker or friend had given them my number and that they had an opportunity for me, not even from the friend themselves. Do they raid your contact list or something? Mine are super old and I think got deleted, but I'll attach a few screenshots. This happens to everyone I know. All in all, it's not technically an MLM because you don't get any commissions from products sold by your recruits. They do mentor their recruits and team, and they have quarterly sales quotas and bonuses. I think they have ranks too. I just think it's really shady how deceptive they are in recruiting people and how they always seem to target high school kids and young adults who might not know better. Just wanted to share this in case you wanted to dive deeper into them, or at least so people would recognize it is a scam or recognize it for the scam that it is. Thank you for reading this. So I do want to look over if they sent over 3 screenshots, and then they did send over 2 screenshots for messages they got. So this first picture is kind of like a flyer that would get put out at the schools and stuff that would talk about this opportunity. So let's read it. The letter says, "We are writing to notify you of an important summer break opportunity for students in your area. In addition to taking time off from school, we have found that many students enjoy earning extra income and gaining experience over the summer." Yeah, they want to actually make income, like make a livable wage, actually get paid per hour or salary, not work for free. So it continues to say, "Our starting pay is $15 base appointment. We work with students who have breaks ranging from 3 weeks to 3 months, and you do not need experience to work with us. However, you must be 17 years or older, and some conditions do apply. Vector is an international company established in 1981. We work with thousands of students each year in the summer and during the school year. Our current summer break openings involve customer sales and services. These openings offer you several advantages. Number 1, great pay, $15 base appointment. That's not great. You should just be getting paid. They also said it's 3 to 12-week work program available, flexible schedules around your summer break activities, opportunities to advance, and valuable resume experience for all majors. first. It says positions are being filled in blank and surrounding areas. We encourage you to apply regardless of the length of your summer break, your current work or class schedule, or previous work experience. Apply online at vectorapply.com. We look forward to meeting you and explaining the details. Sincerely, the blank management team. P.S. Reminder, you don't need experience. We do ask that you apply quickly to help us with placement of people. So the next flyer says, holiday help, winter break work, $18.50 base appointment. So it goes positions available in this area, 1 to 6 weeks over break, can secure spring and summer work, flexible schedules, customer sales and service, all ages 17 and older, possible scholarships, all majors considered. Apply now, start after finals. Conditions apply. And you would go to winterbreakworknewengland.com, and there is a very small little logo at the bottom that says Vector. So I'm curious, Winter Break Work New England, is that site still working? Winter Break Work New England. That's a lot. England.com. Let's see. I'm very curious. Oh yeah. If you do go on this website, it says work for students, start work within the week. And then there's like a little survey that you answer. And then it has you check your zip code. So I'm going to put my zip code in. So it goes, positions are available. We're filling positions in blank. I'm not going to show this screenshot because it shows where I live. But it says pay is $21 a base appointment. So you still need to get the appointment, and then you get paid based on that appointment time that you have. So what do you guys think of those like 2 job listings? I'd be curious to know. So now we're going to read the last portion, which is a message that she got. So she got a message. Ooh, dropped that on my hair. She got a message from a random person. So they ended up having access to her phone number and texting her saying, hey, we're friends with this person that I know you're friends with. Thought you'd want to get in on this opportunity. So we can see that with Vector, they are really giving out like your personal information, your cell phone and stuff like that to random people so that they can try and recruit you. So it goes, hi blank, this is blank. I work with blank who has some nice things to say about you. Our office has some immediate openings, both permanent and temporary, even as short as 1 to 5 weeks. So we asked the team if they knew anyone they would recommend. This is how I got your number. I would be so creeped out by that actually. If your schedule is full, you can ignore this, and I apologize for intruding, but if you want to learn more, click the link below for the position description. It's flexible around school/other jobs, and the people are fun and the pay is solid. Then she has another message that says, hi blank, my name is blank. I own a marketing business, and I interviewed your friend Amber for a position with us. The starting pay is $18, and we have flexible schedules tailored for academics and extracurriculars. She actually gave us your number at the end of her interview and highly recommended that I personally reach out to you for an interview. Are you interested in getting involved? And then we have a response from our MLM Horror Stories person that says, I'm smart enough to not get involved with Vector Marketing's Cutco pyramid scheme. I'm not sure why you tried to lure me in by saying you own a marketing business, implying that is what you're hiring for, instead of just telling me that you want to peddle your knives. So that is it for the screenshots that I had. So shout out to this person for never going into the MLM. A lot of people really don't take the time to Google or do research on MLMs, and they're able to find that information. So shout out to you for doing that. So yeah, what do you guys think? I always think that, in my opinion, so this is not a fact, it's just my opinion, I do think that Vector Marketing, Cutco, whatever people want to call it, is one of the most sketchiest MLMs that there is. I think that they really tiptoe around what it is that people actually do. I think they tiptoe around the income that you're going to make. I do think that this MLM will try and rope people in kind of like the sketchiest ways. It will make them believe that they have this real job and everything like that, when you're pretty much just trying to recruit people into the MLM by these cold calls and by calling random people. So I think that it's interesting. I just think that it's one of the most sketchiest. So I would love to know your guys' opinion about Vector and Cutco, and if you guys kind of are on the same wavelength as me, or if you think that they are not as sketchy as some other MLMs. I'd be curious to know. So with that being said, don't forget to email me if you'd like to send me your MLM horror story or scam story. If you made it this far, what emoji do I want you to leave in the comments below? I'm doing this now every time, and it's one of my favorite things to do. So now let me go through a crab emoji. Yes, leave a crab emoji in the comment section down below if you made it this far. And don't forget to leave a like and a comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in Friday's video. All twisted. Go rewind. Wait. Rewind. The worst part is the destroyed friendships and hopefully it makes sense the way I worded it, but feel free to ask questions if what? The words if wasn't even in the sentence. I swear, I yawn every time I do MLM horror stories because yawning makes me tired. That's not what I meant to say. Reading makes me so tired. That's why I don't read ever. The only thing I read is like books in college or these MLM horror stories. I hate reading. Oh, or to research my own videos. But besides that, I cannot sit and read a book because I will literally sit here and fall asleep while doing it. Instead of me telling, those kind of, do I even know what I'm saying? No, I don't.